All right, so here's the reservoir. I got it welded in. Radiator cord is just sitting in its spot so I can get the rough estimate. So it is sitting level at the top where I wanted it. It's sitting as high as I'd like it for it to sit. Well, it should be really easy. I can get my fingers around it and not hit, I don't have to grind any of this off or, radius this at all to get my fingers in here. So I like that it's out that far. I got plenty of room here, so I can bring this in a little bit if I need to, or adjust it, or maybe this is gonna be that. It seems like it's always had that gap, but I'm not sure. And that'll be something I look at as I put the car together, because you can see it's still got to go, looks like forward a little bit, just to line up with the hole there. But it is sitting on its own pedestal. It's pretty sturdy. I mean, it's loose now because the bolts are just loosely put in the back, but there's 4 bolts. There's 2 in the back, and and 2 in the bottom there in the back of it. But it's well supported, at least the frame is supported. I got this here all closed in the way I want it. Now it's going and finding where I got to put the hole for the inlet tube for the turbo out of the intercooler. It's going to go in here. It's a 3-inch pipe. I'll probably just make a 3.5-inch hole. That'll give me a little bit of clearance, and I'll put a little rubber seal around the hole in this, so any kind of vibrations won't rub a hole into my pipe. Same with the 4 lines I need to run to the power steering cooler, and then the oil cooler that are in this area. I plan on them coming up in here. I got the one that goes to the reservoir, and the rest are going to go, and I still haven't figured out how I want to get back there, because it's going to come to an end in this area here, and then I have some hose that I'm just going to shoot over, boom, directly into it, so that the motor flexes or vibrates and stuff. It'll be flexing on that flex hose and not the hard lines coming to the front. Another thing I just got done doing, it's not hot. This was, like, I guess from the factory, pinched in such a way that this raises up, but this actually was a pinch. Like the edge came up to a point, went back down real quick. I cut it out and kind of built enough metal in there to where I could just shape it to where it's back in the same shape. So now it's more like this radius here, and it flats here, and then just starts raising up to this triangle piece shape right here. Same thing on the other side. This side wasn't as bad. No, this side was worse. Now I think of it. This was actually pinched to an actual point on the top, because I remember I caught my shirt on it once. But I just cut right down the center, right to about there. Took the hammer, smashed it down flat, ground it again with a cutoff wheel straight, and just welded up the cutoff wheel that I cut into it, the groove that I cut into it. And then ground it down flat. So now it's flat through here, how I want it, and then just raises up, has that gradual, gets taller right there. Kind of like this edge here. This all needs to be cleaned up, and will, because this whole car needs to be pressure washed and cleaned. But about to move forward. So call that off the list for right now. Not really. I still got to cut holes. I don't know why I'm thinking get too far ahead of myself, but anyway, I can go ahead and hang the intercooler in here and then see where the pipe comes out, because I still have all the tubing over there. And so I can go ahead and mark the hole where it's going to be, give me a 3.5-inch hole saw and just bust it out. But I really want to do that when I actually are getting closer, because I do need to lean the intercooler out a little bit. So I'll probably wait on that, because that would end up, if I tilt it out this way, we'll pull it, the hose where it actually enters into this right here down a little bit. But I can go ahead and get the bottom one hole done. I look like I might need to add some more weld in there, ground that down so it looks flat. That's where I'm at with that. And once I plan on doing it, I do plan on adding what's called a beauty cover or whatever it is. It goes across here to the nose. That doesn't allow the air to go up and over the the hood as much as possible. I know the hood has a rubber seal that goes around the front, but still I like the look of that beauty cover that comes out up to the nose and just kind of forces the air to go through this hole here. And now that this is closed off, I plan on closing off a little bit more of this, just to direct more airflow, or I might just add a divider that holds like this right here to kind of catches the air and forces it through the radiator, just for make sure it stays cold or cool. And then I still got to build the box over here on this side or at least make a mounting spots for. I'd like to be able to make the box to where I can take it in and out, because will have to. No, I guess if I go up this way, because I got an air cooler tube, I might go. I thought about going around the air cooler tube, like wherever the air cooler tube is, come out and go straight down, and then make that part the box, because the hose basically comes out and angles into that area. But again, that's something I'm gonna look at once I get more of this stuff together, and I'll have a better idea of what I'm actually building onto. But I might actually go ahead and just build the mounting points that I can just do sheets of metal off of. That way I can bolt that box in, pull it out if I need to, and put it back in if I need to. We'll look at it. That's the update on the core support so far.